Hi everybody, my name is Haley and I want to welcome you to my first YouTube video. I also want to take the time to say Happy New Year. I am recording this on New Year's Eve. There are already fireworks popping outside, but I thought today would be the perfect day to share everything that I crocheted in 2024. And so I thought I would have a lot more to share, but during 2024, I was a full-time graduate student. I just recently finished my master's degree in strategic communications from Arkansas State University, and it took me exactly a year. I started in fall 2023, and I just graduated about 2 weeks ago on December 14th. So that program took up a lot of my time. I wish I had more time to crochet and be creative, but that is one of my 2025 goals, just to spend more time with my hobbies, spend more time trying not only new crochet things, but also new crafts and just doing more creative, more intricate, large scale projects. So, with that being said, I want to start with the easiest thing for me to crochet, and actually the first thing that I made when I was learning how to crochet, and that is hats. So this cat ear beanie is the most recent hat that I made. I love it so much. Y'all, I've been on a journey with cat ear beanies. I'll insert a picture of the first cat ear beanie that I made. And I had gave up on them for a while after that beanie. My tension, I was a beginner. So, well, I'm still a beginner, but I was even more of a beginner. And my tension was just way too tight. And I used Red Heart Super Saver yarn, which can kind of be on the rougher, kind of more course side. So it was not cat ear and how it's supposed to cat ear, but I love this one. I love the little points. I want to make this one in more colors because I just love it so much. So besides this, the hat on my head, this scrap yarn beanie is my other most recent hat. I love the color. This was my first time ever doing anything with like the scrap yarn pattern. And so I love the scrap yarn pattern on this hat. However, this is supposed to be a bucket hat and I just don't love the fit of it. So I want to do in the future more scrap yarn projects, but I just don't know if it'll be in a beanie form like this. Other two hats that I made this year were granny square hats. I'll start with this one. I was inspired by this hat that I saw Doja Cat had, and so I really like that black and white pattern, and I wanted to imitate what I saw, so I did like kind of a wavy brim on the hat. And so I really like that one. And then this is when I was in my Mardi Gras era and I was doing the Mardi Gras color scheme. And so I really like this one. I had this one as a long time just as a regular bucket hat, which I liked as well, but it kind of felt incomplete. So I went and did the ruffle pattern on this one. Continuing with the Mardi Gras theme, this is like a wavy brim hat with the colors. I actually wore this one during a parade and I loved it so much. I felt so cute in it. And I like how the brim is not super duper ruffly because I feel like when I first started making hats, I was like going crazy with the ruffles, but now my style is kind of changing. So I really like how this one has a more wave instead of like a super duper curly ruffle. The next items that I want to share are my bags. I have this bag that I actually crocheted out of satin ribbon. And this was my first time working with like a different medium for crochet. And so I just followed a simple bag tutorial and then I went in and I just cut off, you know, an extra piece of ribbon, and I just added this cute little bow. And I actually have never worn this bag, but I'm super proud of it. It's really thick, it's really heavy duty. So I actually feel like it would be efficient, and I would actually be able to hold items in it without it stretching a whole bunch. But I just haven't found the right outfit to wear it with. But I do love this bag, and I was very, very proud when I completed it. And then my second bag that I made this year is this tote bag. Funny story, this was not even supposed to be a tote bag. This was supposed to be a granny square vest. And I wanted to have it for Valentine's Day, hence the red, the white, and the pink. But I shared on my TikTok that things were just not going planned with the vest. Once again, this is Red Heart yarn. Not to beat up on Red Heart, because I do still have Red Heart and I still use it. But this yarn is just a little less fluid than some of the other yarns that I work with. And I don't know, the fit was very, very boxy. It wasn't what I imagined. So I took apart like the straps that I added on the top and the side, and I just remade it into this tote bag. And I do still love the colors because I love bright colors. The next items that I want to share are my tops. I have lots of tops. I have lots of tops, and I don't even really wear them, but I really do enjoy making crochet wearables. And so a lot of my tops are summer tops. So as we get into the hotter weather, I will wear these tops because I want to start wearing the things that I make. This has to be my favorite top. It is this crisscross in the front, and then in the back it laces up and it is cropped. And I don't think that I will enter a video of me with this top on, but rest assured, it is so cute on. A next simple and easy top that I made is this yellow v-neck top. I also don't think I'll enter a video of this one on, simply because the v-neck on this top is very deep. So I would say that this is more on the revealing side, but it also has the crisscross in the back. It's cropped, but you can make it however long you want it to be. And this was my first time working with decreases. I had never decreased in a project before, but I decreased to make the V. And it is super cute. I think the pale yellow is such a cute summer color. And like I said, I do look forward to wearing my tops when it gets hotter outside. I have this off the shoulder. This is a pair of sleeves. And so like that. And this is off the shoulder instead of like your typical neckline. And I haven't actually worn this pair of sleeves yet. It was my first time doing a off the shoulder type of cut. And so I think that they're a little on the tight side, but I do think that it is always good to have, you know, just a pair of black sleeves. I also have this pair of pink sleeves. And I also have never worn these before. These are actually, oh, I had them upside down. The neck is up here, and this is a standard neck, but these are actually a little bit oversized. I had got this specific yarn when I thought that I was going to Nicki Minaj's Pink Friday tour, and this was going to be a part of my outfit, and I was supposed to go to the New Orleans show, but if you know, you know, she canceled the tour the day of, hours before she canceled the New Orleans date. And so when it got rescheduled, it was during the week and I couldn't get off of work. So I never ended up going, therefore I never ended up wearing this pair of sleeves. But I love this hot pink color. I think it looks so good against brown skin. So maybe one day I will wear these sleeves. My next top is this, I don't know if you would call it tangerine, maybe like melon orange top, but it's solid for your top part, and then it goes into the mesh stitch. Once again, I'm telling y'all, I live for a mesh stitch. And it also crisscrosses in the back like my other tops. And this is actually the second version of this top. This is my first version, and upside down. I would consider this a crochet fail. This was my first and only time working with cotton yarn, and cotton yarn is very different, in my opinion, from acrylic yarn, especially as a beginner. And so the fit on this top is just not my favorite. It's stiff. It doesn't have as much stretch as you can see as my typical, acrylic projects. And so I love the idea of this orange top because I think orange is another beautiful summer color for brown skin. But it just, when I finished it, it was not what I imagined. And I was really sad about it because, as you can see, like, I think this was like 2 or 3 things of yarn, and I consider it a fail. But to make myself feel better, I went back and I did it with acrylic yarn. And I never ended up wearing this top, which is a trend with a lot of the things that I make. But like I said, this summer, I think it's such a cute color, and I would definitely be trying to style it. Now we can move into bottoms. I have 3 pairs of bottoms that I made, starting with this skirt. I made this skirt around the same time that I made the hats. It was my first time making a skirt. It honestly was very, very easy. I wore this one to a separate parade from the one that I wore the hat at, and I got so many compliments. My next item is this pair of mesh stitch shorts. Um, these are my first and only pair of shorts that I've made so far. I actually made them too small, in my opinion. They still fit me, but they are very, very tight. So in the future, when I make shorts, I know this was like a learning lesson for me. I know what to do to make them a little bit bigger. But I think these are super cute. I would still wear these as like a cover up for the pool. If I'm going to the beach, I think that these shorts are perfect for that. My last bottom that I made, and I actually freehanded this one. I did not use a pattern. I freehanded this. I was on the plane on the way to Dallas. We went to the Two Togetherland Festival in May, and our hotel had this beautiful pool. And while I was on the plane, I realized that I didn't have any form of a cover up. And so I originally wanted this to be one of those skirts where like you put it on and it has a tie waist. But like I said, I was on the plane. I did not have any access to the internet, and I did not have any access to a tutorial. So what I ended up doing was I just made it the length that I thought that I would want it to be. And then once I got to the hotel, it was super easy just for me to slip stitch, going up, and then I left the bottom to create a little slit. So I actually made it a little bit too big, which is okay. I can always go back and do a chain and weave that in and kind of, do a little tie to tighten it up. But I did wear this to the pool. I think that it is super cute. Lastly, I want to end the video with some miscellaneous items that I crocheted throughout the year, starting with this book cover. The tutorial that I watched is supposed to be like a love letter, but once I made the granny square, because this is just one big granny square that you slip stitch together. Once I made the granny square, I kind of stopped following the tutorial, and I honestly put this project down for a while. I just recently went in and crocheted the heart, and I haven't even did anything with the ends because I don't know if I want to like have where you can tie. I don't know if you want to add a button and you can like clasp it closed. I even thought about maybe doing a magnet. I feel like that would be very easy, to snap on and off, but I do have this book cover. I have this scrunchie. Scrunchies were actually some of the things that I would make when I first started crocheting, just because they're really fast, they're really easy. I made this one around Valentine's Day to match a pair of dunks that I have that have like this red maroon color in it. But scrunchies are super quick and easy. And then I want to show my flowers. So this year, I also learned how to crochet roses. They are very easy. I was kind of intimidated, but roses are super easy to do. I have done these for myself, and I have also done some white roses for one of my friends' graduation, and also some more pink roses. So I want to learn how to do like tulips and daisies and sunflowers as well. But that is my year in crochet wrapped. I'm really proud of myself. Like I said, I wanted to have more items to be able to share, but just with school. Oh, and I also didn't even mention this, but while being a student full time, I also have a full time job, a full time career. So my time with my hobbies was pretty limited in 2024, but I am happy that I was able to still spend time doing something that I love to do. And I'm looking forward to this YouTube journey, just mainly showing you all, what I'm interested in doing, what I have a passion for doing, showing you all the things that I'm able to create. And I am looking forward to a great 2025, and I hope you all are as well. If you have made it this far, I really appreciate you for sticking around and, gaining some insight on what I've been up to. And I will see you guys in my next video.